Hello everyone, I'm Srigeetha Ichapuram. In my today's presentation, I'm going to talk about understanding instructional leadership, importance of instructional leadership, theories of instructional leadership, leadership structure in educational institutions, instructional leadership practices, challenges of instructional leadership in educational institutions, strategies to overcome challenges, instructional leadership and its future practices. To begin with, understanding instructional leadership. Leadership in education refers to the process of guiding, influencing, empowering others. When we are working as an educator, we need to work with others with a sense of shared purpose. We should have intentional control over the stakeholders to achieve goals, guide and support the leadership teams. Think out of the box. All these qualities make the leader from just an administrator to a metacognitive thinker. What is the importance of instructional leadership? Good leadership is needed to raise the standard of education, to build connection that unites school community members with each other, which promotes trust and collaboration. A supportive and responsive school environment is created. Leaders who involve community outside the school have long-lasting relationships. Professional development guided by great school leadership keeps educators dynamic, adept, and informed about new developments in education. Leaders encourage teachers to experiment with new ways of teaching and encourage to adapt their curricula to make use of modern technologies. Good leadership is needed to demonstrate passion for lifelong learning and to promote equity and inclusivity, and also can create resilient education systems which quickly recover from disruptions and keep students learning uninterrupted. People who practice leadership values strive to be honest, caring, patient individuals. Instructional leadership model by Hallinger and Murphy. This model proposes three dimensions for instructional leadership. The first one is about defining school mission by framing and communicating clear goals. The second dimension is about managing instructional program by supervising instruction, coordinating curriculum, and monitoring student progress. The third dimension is about creating a positive school climate by protecting instructional time, promoting professional development, and by providing incentives for teachers and for learning. Distributed leadership theory. This theory is the seminal work of Spillane, Halverson, and Diamond. It incorporates the activities of multiple groups of individuals in a school. It implies a social distribution of leadership in which the task is accomplished through the interaction of multiple leaders. Transformational leadership theory. Transformational leadership was first introduced by James B. Downton in 1973. The core idea behind it is the ability of leaders to inspire and motivate followers to achieve more than what they thought. By combining the visionary and motivational aspects of transformational leadership, the ethical and supportive focus of servant leadership, the adaptive nature of situational leadership, and the competency building emphasis of skill theory, leaders can develop a comprehensive and effective leadership style that maximizes their impact and effectiveness. This is the structure of leadership in my previous institution, which is a CBSE curriculum school. The principal is the head of the institution, under whom vice principal works, and under vice principal work the operations manager and different department heads like heads of science department, maths department, humanities department, discipline department, craft and technology department, physical education department, pastoral care and career guidance, etc. Administration staff work under operations manager. Instructional leadership practices in my institution. The curriculum is designed to promote a comprehensive understanding of subjects through a balanced approach. It includes both theoretical knowledge and practical learning methods. It emphasizes the overall development of individual with theoretical knowledge, critical thinking, and problem-solving abilities. The teacher collaboration can be seen in between teachers and between parents and teachers for academic achievements and holistic development of learners. Professional development practices include subject-specific competency building programs by HODs, by guest lectures from Central Board, and by school leadership teams. Workshops are conducted for inclusivity and differentiating the instruction. Assessments are categorized as unstructured, slightly structured, more and more structured, and are aligned with the learning outcomes of particular class. Assessments of learning, assessments for learning, assessments as learning is followed. My approach to instructional leadership is to follow distributed, transformational, and collaborative leadership styles. In collaborative and distributed leadership styles, the responsibilities are shared so that the educators can concentrate on their own competencies. Transformational leadership is meant for self-development and growth along with others. The pedagogical and assessment practices that worked well for me are activity-based learning, experiential learning, technology-integrated learning, differentiated learning, collaborative learning, inquiry-based learning, value-based learning. Formative assessments are used for continuous feedback and summative assessments are used to evaluate student learning at the end of a term or an academic year. Reflection on my instructional leadership. As an educator, I should be able to convey the students that they are valued and respected, be able to address the challenges, be able to plan the lesson with innovative pedagogical methods, be able to use all the resources in order to improve student learning and achievement, be able to plan lessons that align the curriculum, maintain classroom discipline and create a conducive learning environment, provide individualized support and feedback to students, assess and evaluate student performance through tests and assignments, be able to create a collaborative learning environment with other teachers. The challenges in instructional leadership include balancing responsibilities, ensuring consistency. Challenge lies in making teachers understand the importance of using student data effectively, stakeholder involvement, material constraints, creativity with available tools, instructional transitions, support during transition. The strategies to overcome the challenges include balancing administrative and instructional roles, engagement and collaboration, data-driven instruction, communication of goals, community and parental involvement, professional development and adaptability to change. Here are some references and I would like to conclude with a statement that instructional leadership is important in 21st century to provide best learning outcomes. Thank you.